What's going on, Aqua Moon family? It's been a while since I did one of those channel messages thing, so I thought I'd do that. I'm not by my cards also right now, so hopefully everyone's having a great holiday and things are going good. But I'm picking up for my Aqua family, and this does go out to all 12 signs, but I was really thinking about my Aquas. It's a time for rest and introspection, healing and understanding, not just of self, but the path that you walk. That's going to help you gain an understanding and how to flow with people that walk different paths than yours. Sometimes the worst thing that we can ever encounter as a human being is to love someone or to connect with someone only to find out that their path contradicts ours 125 billion%. It's not so much about tolerance, because even with tolerance, you can still kind of lose your marbles and not agree, which can cause a dissonance. It's more about understanding of self and what will cause that dissonance, the certain key triggers that push you to cringe at something that you wish you didn't cringe at. If that has happened to you, don't beat yourself up too much, because you're only human and we all go through that. So I challenge you to go through introspection, a bit of you time, a bit of gaining a deeper understanding of things of that nature. And in reality, I don't pick it up being one of those, you're going to get the understanding from some spiritual gnosis. I believe a big part of the understanding that you're going to get is through basic reading and going deeper with your actual book knowledge of different cultures, traditions, spiritual paths, so forth and so on. So try not to let the cringe get you too much. It happens to everybody. Love wise, well, love is what you make it. You know, what is love? What isn't love? What is hate? What isn't hate? I'm not going to agree with the big picture of, we attract what we are, because that's BS in my opinion. I've seen some of the greatest people attract some of the most the most unsettled of souls. And I've seen the grimiest of the grimy attract some of the most beautiful individuals on earth ever. See what that, see? So with the love, I'm not even going to say be what you want to attract. What I will say is that everyone has a time and a season. And I sense that maybe a few of you need to just follow your bliss. Now, I don't mean following your bliss to the point that you follow it and just completely just go forward and block everything out. Not so much blocking like no one can get in, but the thing that we all do where you have to cross 47 boundaries just to be with me. Everyone does that. That's not really a woman or a man thing. It's just everybody does that. So do what you do what loves you. Do what you love as well, and you will attract the love into your life. Usually, people attract love when they connect with what it is that they love, because that, causes you to go out and to connect with other people and other groups and other individuals of like mind of what it is that you like. And, relationships are built and networks are formed. So, do what it is that you love. As for spirituality, it is what you make it. Unless you're walking a certain tradition, whether it's Gardnerian, Alexandrian, BTC, Dianic, so forth and so on, hoodoo, your craft is your own. Your spirituality is your own. A big part of spirituality is feeling. Your moral compass that's within. We all kind of adopted some morals that we heard in real life, not in real life, but in life. But we all have our own moral compass. And though we've added things to our moral compass from external sources, our internal moral compass still knows its base roots. So if one day you feel like studying numerology and getting into something such as gematria, and then the next day learning about herbs, and then the next day learning about crystals, that doesn't mean that you can't focus on one thing. That means that you're flowing with things, and sometimes that's the best. I'm all for sitting down and learning magical and spiritual traditions because they do cause you to focus and to dedicate to something, and that is good in spirituality. But at the same time, you have to ebb and flow with things. So, unless you are following a specific tradition, don't worry about that. Something I learned a while back, people think that it's best to study 14 books, 15 books, 16 books. Or I'll word it like this, and then I'm going to wrap it up. To the naked eye, a table with 10 to 12 books on it, papers, pencils, and pen, notes and documents, would make a person think that that person is a scholar and has a brain that would make Einstein quiver. But then they look over and see a desk with one piece of paper and maybe two or three lines written down, and maybe a certain word as a remembering word. I call it the remembering word. Certain words you pick to remember certain things. And then they might think that that person is lazy and isn't, dedicated to their craft. But in reality, sometimes it is best to take one thing a day and commit that to memory and understanding, compared to just reading and reading and reading for the sake of saying I read a billion and one odd books. So I think I'm going to leave it there. That was kind of like a spiritual and a logical thing going on. If that resonated in some way, shape, manner, or form, please like, share, and subscribe and join the Craft and Conjure Aquarius Moon Tarot family. I will have cards tomorrow, okay, and I'll be doing another supernatural pop quiz. So get ready for that. Hopefully y'all heard this. I was outside, and hopefully y'all enjoyed the view of the grass. Now I'm about to go off and chill. Until then, peace, fam.